Thanks, Brandon. A star witness takes the stand for the entire day in the second trial of Joe Bruno today, the former state Senate Majority Leader facing federal corruption charges. Prosecutors say the consulting relationship between Bruno and businessman Jared Abbruzsese crossed the legal line, but Abbruzsese testified just a few hours ago that was not the case. Matt Markham was in the courtroom all day long in downtown Albany, and he's live now. He has more on what else was said there today. Matt.
Indeed, Jared Abbruzsese, actually, Dory, did hold a majority ownership in some of the companies that the former majority leader was involved in. Among businessman Jared Abbruzzese's interests, a stake in Evident Technologies, a company in Troy. Abbruzsese said as a startup it needed money to get off the ground. Evident received a $1.5 million state grant in 2002. A press release stated that Senator Bruno helped secure the funding, but over a period of time, Abbruzsese expressed frustrations about the state's, quote, inability to live up to its commitment. The witness said he expressed disappointment with then-Governor George Pataki specifically. Later, Abbruzsese said Bruno approached him to become a consultant. He testified that Bruno said the legislature was part-time. Abbruzsese said no decision was made until he made sure it was, quote, doable, legal, and ethical. A contract between Bruno and those consulting firms was then terminated, but a letter thanked him for, quote, fine help. Abbruzsese said that included introductions to people. Abbruzsese did not expect a written work product might be necessary. Another Abbruzsese-linked firm took the senator on to lobby the Federal Communications Commission for telecommunications businesses. Emails from some staff expressed questions over what work the senator was doing. Abbruzsese said that contract was then terminated as per a CEO's decision. On cross-examination, Abbruzsese not only testified that there was never an agreement for a bribe, but also emphatically denied that a dime would ever be paid for the senator's official influence and that the government never specifically asked if any of that was so.
And bear in mind, you know, this is 10, 12 years they're talking about out there. And I was declared innocent twice.
Mr. Abbruzsese also said usually in his business affairs he does not expect or do himself time cards or a work product or a memo either to prove any of that work, and that is something that the government has been trying to explore during the duration of this trial, specifically looking at what evidence there was to prove that Mr. Bruno was actually collecting money for work he did or didn't do, and maybe that it was in return for legislative favors. Mr. Abbruzsese will be back on the stand tomorrow morning. Reporting live at District Court in Albany, Matt Markham, CBS 6 News.